Chinese New Year is over. It's back to being in the game. Like, drop shipping is now alive. We're ready to go. Orders are being sent out from China. Like, we're able to get our orders in. Let's go, right? You know, so what should you have been doing in this time? Well, in Chinese New Year, it's a great time to reflect, and it's a great time to actually be able to step out of the trenches, right? All year you're in the trenches, you're working in your business, you're working inside of everything, making sure things run smoothly and happen, and there's no fires, and if there are, you're putting them out, right? But when there's no orders coming in because you can't send out your products, you're able to take a step out, right? There's less grunt work, there's less trench work, right? You're able to work on that business and look for areas where improvement can be made, where maybe you could write a script that does a certain project, or maybe you can hire those VAs you've been meaning to, or you can improve this, or you can open up a whole load more new stores ready to go, right? So that was the perfect time to do that when you have downtime. Now, Chinese New Year, it always seems to come at a bad time. Like, sadly, it meant Valentine's took a hit. It's a great time to sell on Etsy, but oh well, right? You have to think positive. Imagine if Chinese New Year was in December, right? But yeah, so I think next year too, I don't think you'll be able to really drop ship for Valentine's. I think it ends on like the 5th, which means factories maybe open on like the 7th, so you have a week. Not really doable. So we're going to take the Allen Valentine's for this year and next year, but that's fine, right? That's fine. There's plenty of other times to make money, and it can always be worse, right? So it's over now. Factories are up. Your store should be open. What should you be doing? Well, you want to be working on new stores. You always want to have this mindset of don't have all your eggs in one basket, especially on Etsy, right? You know, you'd rather have 10 stores doing 1K a day than one store doing 10K a day. Just trust me. So, how do you get there? Well, you want to be in this endless loop of product research right now. Endless loop of product research and testing products, right? Find product list. And because you have an abundance of stores, you're able to test across them, right? You're putting products up on each store every day, figuring out what works. Because I've said this before, and I'll say it again, and I'll probably take this to my grave, but imagine if you knew that you were 10 products away from finding your first winner, your product that printed you money, did you like a few K a day, right? You would be excited to fail those times before it, right? You'd be just wanting to fail. Let me fail. Each failure takes you towards that certain goal. And it might not be 10, it might be 20, it might be 30, it might be 40 failures in which you're going to find a product that does well. But you're going to find it. And all you need to be is resilient and understand that that's the game, right? It's a game of numbers. It all comes down to numbers. How many products can you list, and how well is your research? The better your research is, the less products you have to list, right? If you're a beginner, you're probably going to have to list 20, 30 products to understand the game and get those winners. But then, if you have more stores to do it on, right, the world's your oyster, right? You can just be testing products all the time. Etsy and dropshipping is one of the cheapest methods to test, right? When you think about Shopify, how do you test a product? Okay, so you build the site, maybe you have a general store, so you build a page for it, you do all the marketing, you do make it look all pretty and the psychology, whatnot, right? And then you have a few routes. Do you do paid ads? Do you do organic? Right? If you do paid ads, you're then going to have to find creatives, copy, test it, find your audience, build an audience, whatnot. Then if you're doing organic, you're going to have to order the product, you're going to have to create a load of your own videos, test, right? But with Etsy, it's you find a product, you list it, you let Etsy handle the rest, right? You let the hundreds of millions that use the platform do it for you, right? They're there, they're at your disposal. Because with Etsy, when someone buys from you, they don't go, oh yeah, I bought off Jamie, right? They go, no, I bought that on Etsy. Yeah, that bag is from Etsy. Yeah, that makeup, whatever, it's from Etsy, right? They don't go, oh yeah, it's from, I bought that bag from Jamie. It just doesn't happen, right? You're tapped into the Etsy user base, and that's where you want to be, right? Because again, we push organic, Etsy, organic, brilliant. So now that Chinese New Year's over, you should be feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, ready to go, raring to go. You're probably a bit bored, right? We told a load of people what should be doing over this time. Now, if you're an Etsy Mafia, you would have known. We were telling people, focus on these areas, keep doing this, keep finding, keep working, blah, 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 right? But now you're refreshed. You're ready to go. How desperate are you? How eager are you? Do you want to make your dreams come true? Do you want to build up that cash flow that's going to change your life, right? And some of you talk about Etsy bans. Bans happen. That's the game. But it doesn't matter what you do. Bans happen. Are you running Facebook ads so your Facebook ad account could go down, right? Are you doing Shopify, Stripe, disable your payments? Shopify payments hold you, right? You get copyright strikes. Shopify don't like this about you. TikTok ads, they don't like you, right? It happens everywhere. What you have to understand is no matter what you do, you're going to be riddled with problems, right? But are you built for this game? Because if you're not built for it, don't play it, right? If you're not built for the game of stress and problems and problem solving, don't play the game. Go get a normal job, right? If you can't handle that, have someone else do it for you. That's what normal job's for. You don't have to worry about that nonsense. But if you want to play the game, play it right, understand it. Okay, that's as simple as that, because it does not get any easier. The higher you get, the more stress, the more problems, the more, putting out fires there are, right? But it's fun, okay? So you should be spending the next 4 to 6 weeks just constantly testing. And you're going to find success, and you're going to do well, and you're going to have stores do well. But what you need to do is build. Use this time to build your empire, okay? Because once you have your empire in place, the whole world opens up. You feel secure, you can do new things, and you basically have this F you attitude to everything, right? No, I don't want to do that. F you. Right? No, I'm not doing that. F you. Right? If you have this successful Etsy empire that's printing you cash and expanding, and then you want to build out your business, and you go, right, I'm doing an agency. You can go into calls with potential clients and go, nope, I don't want to work with you. Yeah, I don't care. I don't want to work with you. You're too much hassle. It gives you the power to say no, because you're not desperate. You don't have to take every opportunity that's thrown your way. You can pick and choose. And if you want to be able to pick and choose what you do with your life and do with your time, you need cash flow. And do you want to know how to build cash flow? You build Etsy. Because we're not going to have Chinese New Year again for another year, right? So you have a year of just building and success, okay? And you are going to do extremely well if you stick to Etsy. I said this before, stop having shiny object syndrome. Chinese New Year is over. Work on yourself, work on your business, and build your empire. It's as simple as that.